Yo, people, welcome to Sportswire. It's been a while that we've done one of these streams for a different team, Manchester City versus West Ham United this time. West Ham United and Manchester City, it's an important game in the context of things for Premier League. Of course, we've had other results as well, not just this. We've had other results all over the park. We're going to discuss all of those results, but then if you've not yet subscribed to the channel yet, so please feel free to like and subscribe to the video. We'll obviously display the scoreboard and all of that as and when the game progresses. This is actually a live watch along. It's not the game in itself, so you get the reactions of me understanding the game, analyzing the game as and when the game goes along. So that's what is going to happen here. So West Ham right now against Manchester City, that's 0-0. That's where we start off with. We obviously have some interesting points to talk about. One of those are on the penalty decision for Arsenal as well. As and when we go along, we progress. We'll talk about that as well. And you might ask me, why now? Why for West Ham United? Well, just a second, boys. So you might ask me why do we do a stream for West Ham and versus Manchester City? I mean, it's not a Chelsea game. You pretty much see me only during Chelsea games. You might ask me why this game. The answer is pretty much simple. I'd like to understand and analyze football in general, not just this game alone, if you know what I mean. The Chelsea game alone. We obviously have the game starting in 15 minutes from now. But meanwhile, why don't I run you through the lineup that we have? So I'm going to share my screen, and I think we can run through the lineup. There you go. So, oops, wrong screen. No worries, guys. We'll find you the right screen. Give me a second. There you go. That's the screen that I was looking for. Right. So that's the screen that I was looking for. And as you can notice, the lineup is here, guys. Edison, Lewis, Kanji, Diaz, Guardiola, Kovacic, De Bruyne, Bernardo, Doku, Grealish, and Haaland. It's not by any means a light lineup. They're taking this game seriously, of course, Manchester City. Arsenal have just dropped a couple of points, so they'd want to take this game seriously. And that's the reason why this game is going to be very important from Manchester City's perspective. My thoughts on this game, my score predictions. Well, if you ask my thoughts on the game, it's not going to be an easy game for City as well. And there are a few players who can hurt Man City, but then they definitely have the firepower to respond. That's what I can say. They have the firepower to respond. All right, sound check done as well. We are good. and we are looking good. Where is Savio? One of the comments is, where is Savio? I mean, Savio is another young, exciting talent to watch out for in this Man City setup. I was excited to look at his gameplay in the previous game. He was definitely a threat on that right wing position for 60, 65 minutes that he was on the pitch. A real talent there, a real talent coming out of the academy. And yeah, Man City have started producing some young, exciting talents as well from their side, like how Chelsea, operate. They can find suitors for them, and they can send them out on loan permanent transfers, and they can actually get a hefty you know fee on them without having to spend a lot. Like we've seen a lot of our players do that. Like a lot of Chelsea players go abroad and be successful, right from Omari Hutchinson, who's playing at Ipswich Town, to even at some point we had players go to Germany and play, and be successful there as well in Bundesliga. So Chelsea's operating model has been pretty strong with how they the young players through the system right from 13, 14 years. They keep moving them across, and they find different loan options, sometimes even in championship. And trust me, championship games are no joke. We've seen successful players come out of that. We've seen one good example in Reece James. So there are, options for these players to move around, but then they'd still be an exciting talent. And if they have an opportunity to play for Man City, they'll have to take that opportunity and make it count. And the same goes for Chelsea as well. So as we note right now, the lineup, Edison starts at goal. I think it's going to be Lewis, Akanji, Diaz, and Guardiola at the back line, followed by Kovacic and De Bruyne in the midfield. De Bruyne could be playing a bit of an attacking role. We saw how much of a threat he was in the previous game. He's absolutely brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant, and I still envy Man City for having one such talent like Kevin De Bruyne, an amazing player, amazing potential, and God bless him, amazing talent. Bernardo Silva, Doku, Grealish, and Haaland. Haaland probably started at the center. Grealish starting this game. He did not start the previous game, so that's the replacement for Savio. So Savio is being replaced by Grealish in this game. Bernardo Silva, who started the previous game as well. Jeremy Doku starts at the left wing. He's also becoming a threat. Jeremy Doku against low block opponent, you'd want your wingers to be more you know uh, defensive at times as well. I mean, more attacking on the front as well. So he's been able to do that. So Jeremy Doku is another lad to watch out for. On the substitution bench, we've got Ortega Moreno, Walker, Stones, Nick, Ake, Rodrigo, Gundogan, Nunez, O'Reilly, and McAtee. So that's a pretty strong bench as well. And that's obviously on Man City. Let's go to the West Ham bench. Let's go to the West Ham, players who start today's game as well. Um, at the goal, we've got Ariola, and followed by Juan Bissaka, a new signing coming from Manchester United. So that's going to be exciting. I've got Mavropanos, Kilman, Emerson, Alvarez, Paqueta. Paqueta is a pretty exciting talent as well. He suits the West Ham system, and that's going to be interesting how Paqueta plays in this game. Rodriguez, Kudus, Antonio, and Jared Bowen, who's the captain of the team. And we've seen how many times Jared Bowen scored against us. And Antonio can also be, a physical beast in front of the goal. So Antonio is going to be another player to watch out for in this game. It's going to be Haaland against Antonio. That's how I'd map them, right? Like another physical, player up front. Two strong physical player up front. So, guys, if you're just coming into the video, if you like the stream, if you like the content that we provide, obviously we're going to stay here and watch the entirety of the game and give my views and thoughts on the game. So please leave a like and subscribe. We'll have a lot more people watching the stream along with us, as and when we are getting into the game. But it's been my pleasure to host this particular video at SportsWire. We are back this season, and we'll be back for better. On the substitution bench for West Ham United, we've got Fabianski, another exciting goalkeeper. Obviously the age is a factor that plays. But former Arsenal goalkeeper Fabianski, yeah, starts at the bench. Casey, Kufal. Why is Kufal at the bench? I thought he'd start the game. Todibo, Suchek. Again, another interesting interesting move. That is, Suchek starts at the bench. Usually Suchek and Kufal are in the 11, but yeah, it's what it is. Suchek starts at the bench. Ring Somerville. Um, if I'm getting my pronunciation wrong, I'm sorry, guys. Not a native um, English speaker. Somerville, Kulerme, and Fulkrug. So, yeah, those are the players that would start for West Ham United. Suchek dropped. What a time to be alive, says one of the Twitter fans. And yeah, Twitter's been pretty busy with all that is happening around in Premier League. And on the same note, we managed to sign Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho is now a Chelsea player from Manchester United for a very minimal sum, and that's the most interesting thing, guys. That's the most interesting thing about this particular deal. Yes, of course, we should have signed Victor Osimhen. That is not to be, but then we are definitely doing a great job with new signings that are coming our way. We should have ideally had a striker. I'm going to reiterate, if there are games that we are losing, and we are in short of goal, it's low block team against even teams that are so strong on the wing, and we need a striker to be laying off. Those are the times where we feel we should have done a better job in the market for a striker. But Jadon Sancho to Manchester United, sorry, yeah, that's 2021. Why is that popping up? I'll filter out by latest. All right, so yep, Jadon Sancho, former Borussia Dortmund player, former Manchester United player, obviously not happy with with how things are happening at Manchester United for Jadon Sancho. So he was looking out for a move. They had, I mean, I think he had an option with that. Yeah, Juventus as well. So he had an option to choose either Juventus or Chelsea. I think the Chelsea option was more interesting for him, and rightly so. So he's an interesting young talent. He's got so much potential. If you guys are watching the stream, please leave your comment on what you think about Jadon Sancho's move to Chelsea Football Club. Do you like the move? Do you think we should have done better with the Osimhen situation? Let me know on the comment section. And if you guys want to hop into the stream, let me know, and I'll share the link, and you can come into the channel and talk to me directly. Right. So, yeah, the player is warming up on which Grealish is going to start today. Gundogan starts from the bench, but yeah, that's going to be interesting as well. Arsenal on the other side have dropped points, guys. Have dropped points. I'd like to understand how that penalty situation came about. Uh, let me check if we have something there. Yeah, it's a 1-1 draw at Brighton. That definitely is disappointing. But let's check. Wait, did he get a red card for this one? Wait, what's happening here, guys? Okay, so Joao Pedro did this in the first half. Basically, ball went out of play, and then he just hit the ball away, and that luckily went to the goalkeeper. But then he wasn't provided an yellow card. So why are we talking about that particular context? And Arsenal were not awarded a penalty for this in the Brighton box. Okay, they weren't awarded a penalty for this one. I mean, this I would need a video to understand if it actually was a penalty because the movement of the hand is still downward. So if it was the natural position, then that's obviously not a penalty. But yeah, I think this is the video. Yeah, apparently the video was taken down. Brighton versus Arsenal, guys. Brighton versus Arsenal, 1-1. Kai Havertz scored them. What do you think about Kai Havertz? His move to Arsenal apparently has gone better than Mason Mount's move to Manchester United. Your thoughts on Kai Havertz and how he is progressing at at Arsenal? Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, Declan Rice's controversial red card from referee Chris Kavanagh has thrown things into complete chaos, especially for the Gunners. The search for a win was made all the more difficult as Arsenal struggled to defend and counterattack. The draw is not a bad result, but it was a game in which we lost more than we gained. I mean, these are very important points for a team that is challenging for the title, and that's the reason why this game is even more important for a team like ours. If it's a team like Chelsea, I mean, it's more of a positional. We're not obviously right now competing for top four. As much as I'd like to say we are a top four team right now, we are not. Right, so let's take that out of the equation. So if it happened to Chelsea and we lose 2 points, I mean, those are really important points in the context of things with Premier League. But then, I mean, we are challenging for the title. But a team like Arsenal, who's going, you know, who's who's very competitive with Manchester City right now, these 2 points that got dropped, it could be crucial in the title race. It really could be crucial in the title race. Yeah, we've got the lineup, we've got the formation. I think the players are on the pitch, and the game is on the way. It's about to begin. It is going to be an interesting game of football, guys. I'm hoping this would be an interesting game of football, and I'd like to talk to you guys and understand your perspective as and well as and when we watch the game, of course. Um, Grealish is on the pitch. There's a lot of camera on Grealish as usual. I mean, he's someone who gets a lot of attention. So yeah, that's Grealish, Haaland. We've got yeah. I want to hear your thoughts on the Lewis guy, I mean, the youngster Lewis. It's really good. Yeah, I like his gameplay. He's got permission from Pep to move around. Yeah, if you notice how he moves around the pitch, and I think that's a good permission that he's got from Pep, and he's using it to the best of his abilities. And the bubbles are popping up at the London Stadium. West Ham United take on Manchester City. Manchester City has traveled to the West Ham home, the London Stadium, and yeah, the game is going to be underway. Interesting times, guys. Times at Premier League. Will Manchester City be fifth time champions of the Premier League? Or do you think there's going to be a new champion coming up? Arteta really brought the Arsenal team, too close last time. What is he going to do this time? Is he going to keep up the momentum against Manchester City? Yamal and Rafinha seems to be enjoying themselves at Barcelona. Seems there was a goal and a very friendly celebration there. Nico Barella, 27 years old, with a fantastic strike for Inter Milan versus Atlanta that happened at the Serie A. So Inter Milan against Atlanta is another game that happened around the world. So yeah, there's been a few match and the other side in the Premier League fixtures. Something that people did not expect. I think was on the um, yeah, Everton versus Bournemouth game. Apparently, yeah, the game is underway, guys. The game is underway. Bournemouth actually won against Everton after Everton led the entire game. I mean, until 86 minutes, Everton did not score. I mean, Everton was were on 2-0 lead, and Bournemouth did not even score. They started their scoring, and within 10 minutes, they scored 3 goals. Everton definitely this is something that they should be watching out for. Everton is also going to be fighting the relegation battle as much as when we look at Everton as a club. It's got its own pride and all of that. Never being relegated out of Premier League, but there's a real possibility that that could happen this season. But here we are, West Ham United versus Manchester City. Ball with West Ham United. There it is, Jared Bowen going in. Okay, Anthony probably takes the ball from an offside position. He tries to whip it in. Not much luck with that, but the Everton would still retain the ball. 1 minute and 6 seconds into the game. West Ham United nil, Manchester City nil. That's a really brilliant ball in forward. It's a really brilliant ball in forward, and it was just almost going into the goal. Edison did a good job cleaning that up, and yeah, Man City look a bit nervous on the start, but Man City are definitely a quality side, and they definitely bounce back. They just have to get into the groove, get into the game. Got Blue Class Media, Nizayon joining us on the chat. Big up to you, my brother, says Nizayon. Thank you, bro, and big up to you yourself as well. Hope you're doing fine, and hope things are good with you. And we had a watch along the last week, and I mean midweek actually with Sevet, and yeah, no luck with the win, of course, for Chelsea, but it really was an interesting conversation. We had another Liverpool fan, Aniruddha, as well, joining us in the particular stream, and yeah, it was a very exciting conversation. But then this particular game, coming back to this game, Man City versus West Ham United. Do we have any score predictions on the chat? Throw in your scores as well, guys. What do you predict for this particular game? Would would Man City win this game, or should it be a surprise? Can West Ham pull something off against Man City? Obviously, Arsenal lose two crucial points. This is probably the time where Manchester City can capitalize on and keep moving forward. But then before the summer break, sorry, before the international break, it's an important win. It potentially could be an important win, and they'd obviously close this particular series of games before the international break as tabletoppers Man City once again. 3 minutes into the game, seems the ball is more on the Man City defense line, and Edison had to pull a couple of important saves here. I mean, this is what you get with a team like West Ham United. They've got good strikers. Number 10, number 20, Jared Bowen, proven talent, proven prem material. Those are important people that you might have to be cautious about as Manchester, as a team like Manchester City. But in terms of Premier League and its leaders, in terms of goal scoring, Erling Haaland is already topping this particular Premier League season with 4 goals to his name. Wow, what a player he's turning out to be. He's turning out to be a nightmare for the Premier League defenders. They've had enough with him. They've had enough with him. It's becoming extremely difficult to deal with him. He's getting into the right areas. He's getting into the right spaces. He's able to play it off to his fellow wingers if needed, to defenders if needed, to midfielders if needed. So he's doing a splendid job. Yeah, let's be honest. And him along with KDB, that's no joke. That combination is no joke. I mean, yeah, yeah. There was a time where we were in negotiations, or at least we were um, in transfer rumors, and it was a discussion between Erling Haaland and Romelu Lukaku, and we ended up having Romelu Lukaku, and we all knew, we all now know how that transpired. I mean, let's probably for a moment entertain the possibility of Erling Haaland being a Chelsea or not, right? At that particular window where we had to choose between Erling Haaland and Romelu Lukaku, obviously it's more of the player's choice. Romelu Lukaku is who we ended up with. Had it been Erling Haaland, how would Chelsea be at this point in time? I mean, imagine how would Chelsea be at this point in time. He's a freaking goal machine, guys. He's a freaking goal machine. I mean, yeah, yeah. Not. I mean, as a Chelsea player, as a Chelsea, content creator, it's just a dream for me to see Erling Haaland in Chelsea colors. But we've got Sri Hari as well, who's joined us at the stream. It's been a while, but then that's an important chance for Man City. Erling Haaland, yeah, not a well directed header from Erling Haaland, misses that particular ball coming in. Bernardo Silva, I believe, but then what a good combination play that was from. And again, once again, it was Kevin De Bruyne moving it to the attacking areas, Grealish laying it off to Bernardo Silva, but then towards the end, Erling Haaland couldn't finish the ball into the net. A well directed, jump, but then the header direction was not that. With Rodri being injured, Kovacic has really covered up his role. Sri Hari says Rodri being injured and Kovacic has really covered up his role. I mean, we all knew that Kovacic has, real talent. He's got potential. Yeah, he's a great one with shooting is not something that great in his game, but he's covered that up with a lot of dribbling. I mean, he makes a lot of really good runs into the defensive areas of the opponents. So, all in all, Kovacic is a brilliant player, and he's another player who moved from Chelsea to Manchester City, and he's had a good, 1.5 or maybe one year and a month season with Man City. He's been able to win the Premier League. So that's a good thing for him. We've got people watching this live stream. Please leave your like and comment on what do you think and feel about this particular game. Not as end to end as the Chelsea team would be, but then, yeah, this is Jack Grealish on the left wing. Jack Grealish trying to attack on those pace on the left side. Kevin De Bruyne lays it off, tries to move it to Jeremy Toku, but then there was a good defensive work from the West Ham defensive line. Kudus is trying to win the ball from Ricardo Lewis, but no luck there. Yeah, West Ham seems to be knowing what they're trying to do on the defensive side of it. They're letting the space though for Grealish to be able to come and cut in closer. Kevin De Bruyne strikes there. Kevin De Bruyne's shot was blocked. Yeah, no appeal for handball. I think it was a well defended shot. Yeah, that's exactly the place where Kevin De Bruyne can be dangerous. He can be dangerous in front of the goal where, at 18-yard box. Kevin De Bruyne is probably the most, dangerous midfielder from that 18-yard box. Kovacic. Kanji. Shifting the ball again, once again, to this time Kevin De Bruyne. Wing, Grealish at the center, De Bruyne at the wing. Would he put the ball in, back to Grealish? Not happening. Anthony trying to muscle it out and move the ball forward. No luck with that as well. De Bruyne initiates another attack, and this time Bernardo Silva tries to lay it off in center for Erling Haaland. Really good defensive work from West Ham United. 9 minutes into the game, West Ham United 0, Manchester City 0. I mean, from a defensive standpoint, West Ham had already have a lot of work to do. 10 minutes into the game, Man City are looking as usual dangerous. They are one of the dangerous teams to play in the Premier League. Kevin De Bruyne. Okay. Not a well-directed header there. That's a goalkeeper kick now. West Ham United nil. Manchester City nil. I'd like to hear from Sri Hari as well on what he thinks about Pep Guardiola and his system of play, and how that has facilitated this kind of enormous success for Man City as a club. Oh, there you go. That's a defensive error from from West Ham United, leading to a goal, and Erling Haaland sits on the pitch, meditates after scoring that beautiful winner. I mean, hopefully that's a winner. Erling Haaland first goal of this game. He also gets the fifth goal of this season. Man, oh man, Erling Haaland, a 6 foot 5 inches tall beast of a player. One small slip up there. The kid, I think, with the slip up. Good, good positioning actually from Haaland in between two defenders. One touch, shoots with his left foot. Let's be honest, Ariola did not have a chance. In those kind of defensive errors, you know, it's so crucial in these kind of games. You need to be able to clear the ball off. That's just basic. Come on, guys. West Ham United already behind. West Ham United are behind now, and yeah, was this not expected? Obviously expected. Chelsea, please make sure that we're getting our points wherever possible, because Man City are just running away with the title right from the start. Usually, Man City is not a really great starters. I mean, they're pretty much slow when they start off the season. The first couple of months is something more of all trial and error techniques and tactics from Pep Guardiola. And then they really start to get on their groove. From then on, it's usually Man City being unstoppable. Anthony giving it a chase, but then, yeah, good defensive work from Edison. Didn't want to concede a corner, so it ends up being a goalkeeper kick. 12 minutes and 2 seconds into the game. Manchester City 1, West Ham United 0. De Bruyne on the attack. That's interesting. De Bruyne on the attack, and now he has options to lay it off on either side. Jack Grealish is the one he decides to lay it off too. And how did Jack Grealish miss that? How did Jack Grealish miss that opportunity? I mean, he did everything almost to the T. Perfection there. Kevin De Bruyne did his best, and yeah, it was just his first touch was good. He got the ball in his foot, and then yeah, he definitely done a better job at shooting. I don't think so. He realized where he was trying to position himself in that 18-yard box. Obviously, all of that happened very quickly. I don't think so. He had the time to understand where the goalpost was. And Kevin De Bruyne with another shot, Ariola with an important save, kept West Ham United in the game. But De Bruyne is becoming dangerous even from the corner. That's a good layoff back to, I think, was it Bernardo Silva? It doesn't matter. But then it's again back to Kevin De Bruyne. A good shot on target, obviously. And Ariola had to pull up a stunner of a save to keep Manchester City at bay. What a game this is turning out to be. Manchester City already are looking like a threat. This is Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish going into the front, trying to whip up a cross in for the Man City strikers. No luck with that. And this is my West Ham United trying to be on the counter, but then that's a clean rotational play from Manchester City. They still have the ball. Edison with the ball now. I mean, they now. And you could see how they moved the ball around. Yes, there was an attack, and then it was defended well by Man City. Sorry, West Ham United, but they still didn't lose the ball. The ball still was with Man City. They recycled the ball, moved it to the defenders, moved it all the way to Edison. Edison allowed some time for the entire team to set down. The on-field team to set up for the next attack. And that's how they recycle. They spend that time with Edison at the back, almost playing with all the 11 players. Edison is like right now playing as the 11th player, the fifth defender. They are using the width of the pitch. Amazing work. Pep is already annoyed with that particular kick from Edison, leading to a throw-in for West Ham United. 15 minutes into the game, almost West Ham United 0. Man City 1. Man City has been looking like a threat for 15 minutes of the game. Kovacic in forward for Jeremy Doku. Lays it off to Lewis. Lewis, will he attack or he decides to pull up the play? He decides that players are yet not in position and no attack there. So now they'll obviously start an attack from on the right side. Jeremy Doku was it behind to Akanji. Lewis lays off to Kovacic. There you go. Number 10, Grealish, once again attacking from the left flank. Lewis gives the ball back to Kovacic. It's this beautiful play from Man City out there. Jeremy Doku. Kudus is on him. No luck. It's offside. Hold off. 15 minutes into the game, guys. West Ham United nil. Man City 1. Meanwhile, we'll also quickly explore the standings, the Premier League standings. There you go. Man City, obviously on the lead right now, 1-0. They would retain the top position if they win this game. Brighton at the second spot after getting a draw with Arsenal, both of them with 7 points, Brighton and Arsenal. Brighton obviously retained the second spot in terms of the goal difference. There was a foul on Jack Grealish committed 16 minutes 30 seconds into the game. West Ham nil, Manchester City 1. Back to the table now. Liverpool at the fourth spot with 2 wins, and Brentford also have 2 wins out of the 3 games that they've played. Liverpool is yet to play the third game, so if Liverpool gets another win this week, they would be in contention for the top spot along with Man City. Aston Villa in the sixth spot right now. Bournemouth seventh. Nottingham 5 points at eighth. Tottenham played only 2 games, managed to pull off 4 points. Newcastle at the 10th spot, 2 games, 4 points. Fulham with 3 games and 4 points. So that's the first 11 places in Premier League this season. Very early, times in the Premier League. So um, a lot of surprises out there in the Premier League table. This is Lewis initiating an attack on the right flank. Jeremy Doku looking dangerous. Jeremy Doku trying to lay it off to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne lays it off, and that hits the bar. De Bruyne was really unlucky there to have not scored in that from that position. I mean, he got into the right spaces. Jeremy Doku, a wonderful layoff to Kevin De Bruyne, and what a brilliant shot! What kind of power does he generate? Ariola had no chance. That was hitting the top right corner, and he obviously didn't have any chance. But then, hard luck there. Ball hit the post, and then on the rebound was a shot from Jack Grealish, not troubling the goalkeeper that time. Jack Grealish. So it's Erling Haaland. Was there a possibility for Erling Haaland to have attacked better there? But it's West Ham's ball now. West Ham trying to initiate an attack. This is Paqueta moving it forward to Jared Bowen. Bowen now running forward. Bowen looking dangerous. Oh, that's an own goal. That's a freaking own goal. Ruben Diaz scores a goal for West Ham United. We're defending there from Man City players. Edison obviously had no chance, took a deflection, and ball entered the goal. The 3 players, all of them Man City players, trying to move the ball out of the net, but then ended up putting the ball in the back of their own net. Wonderful pass from Paqueta, and what a brilliant run from Jared Bowen out there on that right flank, looking dangerous as usual. I mean, Jared Bowen, that's amazing. The 4 defenders, all of them Man City defenders. Towards the end, of 3 defenders there. I think it was, close to 3. All of them in that 18-yard box. What? To score an own goal against their own goalkeeper, Edison. West Ham United pull one back. Scores are level here at the London Stadium. West Ham United won. Man City won. 20 minutes into the game. The game is back on level terms, and it's going to be an interesting rest of the game, guys. Stay tuned with the Channel Sports Wire. We're looking at the league standings right now, but as it stands, since Man City, I'm going to just refresh it. Fully, the standings will reflect it. Not yet. I think it will take some time. But given it's a 1-1 position, it'll be a 7 pointer here, which means that they would be in contention for the top spot, obviously, along with Brighton and Arsenal. But it could be anyone's top spot then. City will have to pull out a 3 pointer here in order to maintain the lead against Arsenal. It's going to be an interesting season this time. Arsenal doing some good business as well with Raheem Sterling going out from Chelsea to Arsenal. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that as well, guys. I mean, what do you think about Raheem Sterling moving from Chelsea to Arsenal? I think he's played almost for all the top clubs. He's not played for United. He's played for Liverpool. He's played for Chelsea now. He's played for Manchester City. Now he's going to be playing for Arsenal. Will there be another transfer in Sterling's career to Manchester United so that he completes the entire set of top Premier League clubs? He played for four clubs out of the top five clubs in Premier League. So, yeah, man's got talent. Man's got talent. No doubt for sure. 21 minutes into the game, West Ham United won, Manchester City won. I didn't change the scoreline now, did I? Yep, that's my bad. Didn't change the scoreline. There's an attack brewing, Anthony at the end of it, but Rico Lewis doing a good job trying to clear the ball away, only to end up back at West Ham United's feet. This is Anthony trying to lay it off. No luck there, no luck there. Man City on the counter. Could that be a successful counter attack? No, West Ham ends up retaining the ball. Manchester City won. West Ham United won. We've got people watching this live stream. Please click on that like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not yet. Edison receives the ball. There you go. 22 minutes into the game, guys. Game's good. Game's going good. Really good. Kevin De Bruyne drops deep, lays it off to, was it Ruben Diaz? Could be. Guardiola, sorry. Guardiola. Kovacic, long ball in for Jack Grealish Kevin De Bruyne trying to control that ball. Had a hard time controlling it, but then still manages to retain position, puts the ball behind to Guardiola, lays it off to Kovacic. This is Ruben Diaz, almost the last man, taking some risk there, Kovacic and Ruben Diaz. But right now, they are in safe hands. This is a ball in forward for Kevin De Bruyne. I think there was a bit of lack of coordination between Grealish there and Bernardo Silva. Was not able to find the right man, Kevin De Bruyne. Man City still has the ball. This time they're going to try it from the wing on the right flank. Rico Lewis now back to Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku sees no options out there on the front, so moves it back to Akanji. Akanji now holds the ball back to Ruben Diaz. West Ham United aligning a five at the back while defending against Man City, and why not? Right way to do it. This is Jack Grealish, really at an interesting spot there, but Kevin De Bruyne gets the ball, lays it off into the center for Erling Haaland. Really good defensive work there from West Ham United to keep Erling Haaland on bay. 24 minutes into the game, Man City gets another corner. West Ham won, Manchester City won. Taking his sweet time there, Kevin De Bruyne, and why not? Why not? Man City already have four corners in this game in the first 25 minutes, compared to West Ham United, who do not have who don't have a corner right now. I mean, until now, there you go. That's Kevin De Bruyne in front for, but then yeah, falls into the safe hands of Ariola, West Ham United's goalkeeper, who tries to lay it off to. Oh, that's a good defensive work there from Man City's fullbacks. Seem to know what they're doing. And West Ham really has to try to have the ball more with them. I mean, once Ariola gets the ball, just move the players forward and try starting, try coordinating and then launch an attack instead of just countering it. I mean, we're not obviously going to get behind that back line. Four at the back is most times they are four at the back. Manchester City, they really have to do a better job there. West Ham United at holding the ball. This is a wonderful layoff back to Jack Grealish. No luck with that. Man City looking really really dangerous there, guys. Looking really dangerous. Threat on that left flank back to back. It's either Jack Grealish, it comes from Jack Grealish or Kevin De Bruyne. They keep alternating that position on that left flank. Whenever Kevin De Bruyne is at the center, Jack Grealish moves on to the left flank, but then they keep switching back and forth. We also see sometimes Kevin De Bruyne moving on that left flank, so that's a really good move. The West Ham United players do not know at this point in time who they are coming up against, because both of them have two different skill set. Grealish is going to dribble; he's going to take you on if you're the defender. But then that's not the case with Kevin De Bruyne. He's going to launch a pass anytime to the center. So it's two different dimensions of play from both of these players on that left flank, and they keep switching up beautifully there. Another attack trying to be launched from the right side flank. Jeremy Doku tries to put the ball in forward to Rico Lewis. No luck there. A corner kick being awarded 26 minutes into the game. One. Manchester City won. Alvarez with the clearance there. Guys, we have 47 minutes into the stream, and yeah, I think we've been doing a pretty good job at that. We've been trying to keep you updated on the scores and what's happening on the pitch. 47 minutes, 18 seconds into the game, into the stream, whereas 27 minutes into the game, that I think there was an appeal for handball, and that was given against Bernardo Silva. So West Ham United would get a free kick from their own 18 box. Yeah, I think the table is updated with the latest score. Man City won and West Ham United won. Only to see Man City again at the top of the table. It's just that there's been a change in West Ham standings. They've moved to 10th spot. They were supposed to be behind Chelsea, but because they are temporarily having this 1 point that they might potentially get from Manchester City, the game is still not over. They are in front of Chelsea. Jared Bowen trying to win a free throw, successful with that. Paqueta coming it behind. Paqueta still holds the ball now. Anthony trying to move forward after passing it off, after laying it off to Bowen. Really unsuccessful with that. But they still get a throw in. Paqueta now switches to the left flank, but then they seem to be unidimensional, where all the attacks come from that Jared Bowen's position on that right flank. It's either Anthony coming up and combining with Jared Bowen, or Paqueta combining with Jared Bowen. They seem to be too much, effective on that right flank, but then they're not using the left flank as effective as they should be using. Man City now trying to launch another attack. Grealish on the left flank. Grealish has got support on either side for an overlapping run. He's got even Guardiola, but Grealish decides to go all along. Kovacic to Rico Lewis. Erling Haaland takes a shot, and that's a goal, boy. Oh my goodness. Erling Haaland, you beauty. You beauty. That left foot of Erling Haaland. Oh my goodness, man. That's an amazing goal. Ariola probably did not have any chance against the power of A strike from Erling Haaland, a brilliant shot from Erling Haaland, gets his sixth goal. Yeah, doesn't even care celebrating. I mean, if you score every game a couple of times, I mean, why would you keep celebrating? He's not even any more excited. I mean, it's just becoming a drill for him. Takes the shot. Rico Lewis will get the assist, and what a shot from Erling Haaland, man. I mean, how do you go about stopping this man? How do you go about stopping this man? 30 minutes into the game, Manchester City lead the game once again. City 2, West Ham United 1. Kovacic, that's a beautiful work from Kovacic, retaining the ball, running in forward. He's got options on that right flank with Jeremy Doku. He uses that option. Jeremy Doku tries to lay it off for Erling Haaland, but Ariola intercepts that, and that's no more than a goalkeeper save or stop. There you go. That's end to end now. Not Mark. Anthony is running in forward. He doesn't seem to have a lot of options, but yeah, poor defensive work, should I say, from Guardiola. But then he still gets the job done. Edison takes it off safely. Bernardo Silva holds the ball, wants to slow down the game, puts it back to Rico Lewis, who now holds the ball, tries to run forward. He's got plenty of options with Kovacic and De Bruyne from that CDM position when they start attacking. Kovacic is an excellent dribbler of the football, and whenever you give him that shot, that space, that timing, he'll back you up. And, he'll get you some important passes down the flanks. This is Jeremy Doku running in forward, laying it off to Erling Haaland. Doesn't know what to do. Puts it back now, just to retain the ball. This is Bernardo Silva, Jeremy Doku. He's got options there. Kevin De Bruyne gets the ball. Is he going to shoot? No, he puts the ball back to Kovacic, lays it off to Kevin De Bruyne. He's got Guardiola on that left flank to support. This is Kevin De Bruyne moving in forward on the left flank. Guardiola, no luck there. Back to Grealish. I'm going to go change. I really want to change the score line, but they don't allow me to. Yeah, they're actually not allowing me to. They're keeping me busy looking at the screen for Manchester City because they've been continuously launching attacks on West Ham United. And all of that has been dangerous attacks. So Man City right now are doing a great job against West Ham United, but West Ham United just surviving in their own home ground against Manchester City. And who is not? Who is? I mean, they're too strong right now for Premier League. True coordinated is too strong. Guardiola now receives the ball. Guardiola is the manager. Guardiola receives the ball. De Bruyne is at the left flank. This is what I'm talking about. Now Grealish is at the center, and he would try to lay it off to Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, they keep switching up beautifully, and now you could see Grealish coming into the wing, and De Bruyne will start moving to the center. He's not moving. He's not doing that right now because Guardiola is at the center. Right? So they kind of know how to move between on that flanks. So I mean, they pretty much a well-oiled machine. That's probably how I'd put it. They're again winning the game, winning the ball back. West Ham seems to not even have the ball in their hand. This is just pathetic at their own home ground. I mean, this is no means to compare Chelsea to West Ham, but then, yeah, West Ham should do a lot better job against these kind of top teams if they were to enter somewhere in that top six. But what do you guys think? Put that on the comments section. Where do you think West Ham will finish by the end of the season? Long ball and forward for Anthony. Jared Bowen, will he pick that up? No. Lewis picked that. Jared Bowen. Bowen coming in, running in forward. A dangerous run for Jared Bowen forward, but then nothing transpiring out of it. Edison with, I wouldn't necessarily call it Edison collects the ball and tries to reposition Man City's players. Yeah, there you go. Has it been already not 6 seconds with Edison holding the ball? Anyways, not sure if the referee's too strict about it these days. I mean, maybe once the game progresses and if he really identifies that to be wasting time, that's probably when he says, he gets strict about those rules. He'll get strict about those rules. Rico Lewis puts it behind for Akanji. Now Kovacic gets the ball, and he's got wide areas to dribble. I mean, he's got the entire lawn almost to dribble now. He dribbles past, it's just to De Bruyne, and now to Grealish. Grealish looking really sharp there at that wing. Oh, beautiful defensive work there from West Ham United. They're surviving here in this game. 34 minutes, 50 seconds into the game. West Ham United 1, Man City 2. It's going to be another corner kick. Kevin De Bruyne would take that corner. Toku coming in forward, receives the ball, moves to Kevin De Bruyne. Toku trying to launch the ball in forward, but now they have space on that left flank because they don't have Doku as well. This is Anthony running in forward. Early Haaland goes to the defensive duties, and he does do a successful job at that, pushing Anthony off the ball. And and I mean, you don't see in the Premier League often Anthony being muscled off the ball. And if there is one player who could do that, that's Erling Haaland. 36 minutes into the game, guys. 36 minutes into the game. Keita. Van Bissaka. Almost non-existent in this game, Van Bissaka. I think he was very effective there back in Manchester United, at least. Here he's almost ineffective or non-existent. Erling Haaland tries to run forward, but then Bernardo Silva receives the ball now. He wants to get his attackers back in position so that they can launch an attack. This is Lewis. Lewis now, he's got options, definitely. Doku's in position. The back five of West Ham United are trying to defend hard against the Man City's attack. Bissaka on Grealish, but then Grealish decides to move the ball to the center area of the pitch. Kovacic now to Akanji. It's 2v1 against Jeremy Doku. I mean, they're trying to overload on that wing, trying to stop the ball from coming in, but they've not been able to be very successful at that. This is a good layoff from Haaland to Lewis, but he muscles the ball to the stadium. Nothing transpiring out of it, but what a brilliant ball that is from Erling Haaland. Offside traps don't seem to be working against Manchester City. That's another point that we'll have to look into. If you look at the same kind of gameplay with Nicholas Jackson being involved, for some reasons he's most times offside. That doesn't happen with all these Man City players. They exactly seem to know where they are, and that's what is worrying. Man City back on track, back on the winning position. 2-1, the scoreline says, which means the Premier League standing at this point in time would be Man City at the top with 9 points. And you'd have West Ham United just one position behind Chelsea, who are at 12th. 38 minutes and 20 seconds into the game, guys. West Ham United 1, Man City 2. I am starting to get back pain. Water for myself. And Bissaka. Keita. Not able to move it forward. We are close to, we're 1 hour into the stream, guys. 1 hour into the stream. I hope you guys have clicked that like button. And if you've not subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. We are at 320 now. 500 would be our first mark. 500 subscribers is what we are looking at as our next target at SportsWire. Definitely plans for expanding SportsWire. And yeah, we'll have to just get to that 500 mark first. Guardiola. This is Kevin De Bruyne. Got some space there. Jeremy Doku trying to attack, coming in forward. Jeremy Doku, he's got an option to shoot, but then no luck with that. No luck with that. Good defensive work from West Ham. They're trying to do the overloads on the wingers. It works on the right flank from, with Jeremy Doku operating on that side. But left flank is becoming difficult because for some reasons, Kevin De Bruyne prefers to go to that left side more often and combines with Jack Grealish, and that's an overload. That's creating an overload on that left flank. That's when it becomes difficult, really, for Van Bissaka and team to defend on that left flank, and that's exactly why they are not able to contain Man City on that left flank. You can see almost all those shots that came, dangerous deliveries, everything originated from the left flank. This is a corner kick from Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, Bernardo Silva tried to put the ball in the back of the net. No luck with that. This is Rico Lewis cleaning it up for Manchester City. Manchester City will again go back and launch an attack. This time, Kevin De Bruyne has moved to the right place. I mean, he's either on the right side trying to combine with Jeremy Doku, or he's on the left side, and he's shuffling between uh, Jack Grealish and Kevin De Bruyne himself. I mean, this is Jeremy Doku. West Ham is also doing another mistake. I mean, they try to lunge to the challenges. They're not supposed to lunge on the wingers. If you commit to a challenge, then you'll have to be decisive and you'll have to commit. Otherwise, the wingers are going to get past you very quickly. Not a really good cross from Jeremy Doku as you'd hope to. Kovacic trying to win the ball back. No luck with that either. Anthony doing some defensive work there. Guys, we've got a lot of people watching the stream. If you've not liked the channel or liked the particular video yet, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. That would really help the channel's growth. We are 500 subscribers. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. Yeah, the like count is also going up, which is a good thing. It's a really good thing. You know how the YouTube algorithm works, guys. I have the man with sorting out the algorithm. You go, Kenji. Guardiola. Kevin De Bruyne. He's been all over the place today. Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, he usually plays for 60, 65 minutes. That would want to have him fit for the entire season. This is Jeremy Doku trying to launch an attack on the right flank. No luck there. Good defensive work. Rico Lewis trying to win the ball back, but West Ham United are doing a great job, but that's a foul on Anthony from Kevin De Bruyne. He might get an yellow card for that, and there you go. That's an yellow card for Kevin De Bruyne for a challenge on Anthony, who tried to launch a counter attack there for West Ham United. Anthony seems to be on the ground still. There could be a small break there, but then it really is a defensive maneuver from Anthony. Kevin De Bruyne didn't have to actually go in for that tackle, sliding tackle there. He had players to cover up behind as well. So an unnecessary tackle and an unnecessary yellow card for Kevin De Bruyne. That's how I put it. But it is what it is, guys. I mean, right now, West Ham United have started, from the free kick position and the game. There you go, Kovacic back to Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland being fouled here. Really a dangerous spot there. Dangerous spot there, guys. Erling Haaland being fouled in a dangerous spot. I mean, that man has been super good. He's been super good the entire game, but he's been fouled at a very dangerous spot. Kevin De Bruyne from this spot could be really, really dangerous. Yeah, we've seen how many times Kevin De Bruyne scored from this spot. We've got De Bruyne and we've got Bernardo Silva as well there. I mean, a left footer who could whip it in. Areola is trying to set the wall up. Luis Paqueta, part of the wall. I mean, who's that behind Paqueta? But we've got people watching the stream now, guys. Just leave a like button. I mean, just click on that like button. leave a like for the channel, and yeah, that will help the channel greatly. But yeah, De Bruyne didn't really help the cause there with the free kick. Not a really great free kick. Quickly taken free kick though, uh, considerably quickly taken. When it's 49 seconds into the game, West Ham United won, Man City 2. Man City are leading this game, which also means they are the table toppers now at this point in time with 3 matches and 9 goals with a goal difference of 6 goals. Brighton following that, and Arsenal as well at the third spot. All of them at 7 points. This is going to be clean uh, run of games for Man City before the summer break. Kevin De Bruyne trying to press hard, but that has just initiated a movement on that left flank for West Ham United. West Ham United looking dangerous on that left flank, and a good shot there. Edison did not get his hand to it, but then the ball moves out for a goalkeeper kick. All in all, football TV is here. Excited to look. For the comment. All in all, football TV. Welcome to join us during the first half break, and I'll put the StreamYard link in here. So if you guys want to hop in and have your say at this particular game, West Ham United versus Manchester City, we've got 2 additional minutes in this game. I'll leave the StreamYard link on the comment section once the halftime comes up. But the game seems to be a lot one-sided. Man City are growing into the game. Touches in the opposition box is one of the stats that is measured to understand who has dominated this game from an attacking perspective, and we could see that clearly is with Manchester City. Manchester City has managed 31 touches inside that West Ham defensive box, whereas West Ham United has just managed 7 touches inside Man City's defensive box. That tells you a lot. Who scored for Man City? Good question. All for football TV. Both of it was from Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland, both of it, an on-field goal came from a brilliant shot after a pass from Rico Lewis, slotted in from Haaland, as professional as it could be. That's the second goal, and the first goal was a really good goal from Erling Haaland as well. Another exemplary first half coming to an end here for Manchester City. Manchester City at the London Stadium leads 2-1 against West Ham United. The first half is over, guys. The first half is over. I'd like to really hear your thoughts on this first half. Once I put down the channel's link or the stream's link, feel free to hop in and let us give us your thought, guys. Give us your thoughts. Give us your um, you know, there you go. There you go. The StreamYard link is on the chat. For people watching the stream, I want to quickly summarize on how this game went about. Obviously, once the game started, from the start itself, West Ham have been put on the defensive front. Erling Haaland with 2 wonderful goals, and both of it, is really good work from Jack Grealish and Kevin De Bruyne on the flanks. And I think that's how the game stands. This time it was more on. This is how I put it. Like the game is more Haaland versus the entire team, or Kevin De Bruyne, Haaland versus the entire Man City team. With Haaland, what a first goal! A simple finish, a left-footed simple finish on that far left corner, followed by a beautiful left-handed left-footed power shot. Ariola had no chance. Yeah, let's be honest about it. Ariola did not have any chance to save that particular ball. But then West Ham really needs to stop lunging into tackles on their wingers. West Ham's Man City's wingers are obviously going to attack it from the flanks, and that is exactly what they've been doing on either side. They've been trying to come in from the left side with Kevin De Bruyne and Grealish switching up play there. Either Kevin De Bruyne launches an attack and then he slots in a pass in for Haaland, or Grealish comes in and he lays it off to Bernardo Silva. Either that happens, or he comes from or the attack comes, or it originates from the right flank where Jeremy Doku is going to combine in Akenji or sometimes with Lewis or even with Kevin De Bruyne. He's been switching, between the left and the right flank, but he's been doing a splendid job. He seems to know where exactly the ball is, and Kovacic, his dribbling quality is underrated. All for Football is asking, can I join you? Absolutely. You have the StreamYard link there. Just click on that link and you'll be able to join us and you'll be able to have your take on the game as well. Yeah, like I was saying, I mean, Kovacic is not being attacked on the pitch. That's a challenge for any team. I mean, he's underrated because no one wants to actually tackle Kovacic because they are more concerned on defending against Kevin De Bruyne. Kovacic has a lot more space to run now, right? Kevin De Bruyne drags a lot of defenders, our midfielders along with him because people have this mindset. Okay, they're actually afraid of Kevin De Bruyne and the potential opportunities and threats that he can create up forward in the pitch. But that also means that coach is going to get a lot of space in the center, and he's been able to move around quickly, and he's been able to lay it off with lay it off to Jeremy Doku. So there have been some good attacks that comes from the right flank of Man City as well in this game. Nothing so dreadful as that it could have been with the left side. Left side is looking a lot dangerous with it looks a lot dangerous left side with the Grealish and Kevin De Bruyne coming there, combining there. Okay, we've got All for Football TV joining us, and we'll put them on the screen. But I'd like to hear your final thoughts. Final score thoughts as well, guys. Yeah, and there it is. And you've got Emmanuel joining us. Hi, Emmanuel. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Your microphone is not switched on.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I think
Hello, can you hear me?
there could be a problem from my end as well. Just give me a second.
Can you hear me?
I'll sort this out. All right. I hope you guys can hear me better now. There was some audio issues, and we were trying to sort that out. Emmanuel, feel free to join back again. The audio issue was from my end, so whenever you're ready, please hop in, and it's the same link, so you can join in. Haaland's goal was came at 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes was the first goal, and I think there was a good response as well from West Ham United. The way that they came back. Jared Bowen, a one sole attacker on that right flank, at least looked like a threat for Manchester City on that right flank. And then he didn't really actually have an option at the center. So I'm not sure why the Manchester City defenders were trying to, be more aggressive on clearing that ball. It anyways went into the net. So it is what it is, right? It is what it can be. So There you go. 1 hour and 14 minutes is what we've been streaming for right now, and we've got a lot of listeners watching us right now live. Leave your like and comment on the channel, and yeah, that's going to really help the YouTube algorithm to take us to more people. But at this point in time, I'm just waiting for Emmanuel to join back in, All for Football TV, where, first time when he joined in, I think we had some issues with the microphone. This time, I think we'd be able to sort it out. But yeah, Ruben Diaz was trying to run in for the first goal. If you could look at it, like, there was no one there's no one trying to attack that particular cross from Jared Bowen. And even Ruben Diaz he actually looked back and he knew that there was no one coming, behind him. So he didn't have to actually lunge in and, clear that ball. There was no need for that to be done. So I'm not sure why Ruben Diaz was, involved in that particular own goal. I understand why he went for it, but then there was no West Ham players coming in. So you don't have to really do it. You can just let the cross go out. But what a shot from Erling Haaland at 30th minute. He was just covering there. Grealish with another brilliant run. Kovacic back to Lewis. He found Erling Haaland, takes it on the right, switches it back to his left, and what a shot that was from Erling Haaland. You give it anywhere in that 18-yard box, Erling Haaland is going to punish you. You could be, that could be a surety. He's doing a great job, Erling Haaland, for Manchester City. Quickly going to help you guys with the Premier League standings as it is right now. There you go. There you go. Man City with 9 points from 3 matches, if at all they win this game. Followed by Brighton and Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal didn't have that particular red card was a bit disappointing for them, but they managed to pull off a draw against Brighton. So they've lost 2 crucial points. That's how I put it. They've lost 2 important points this week. Liverpool at the 4th spot. They still have a game to be played. Brentford, Aston Villa, followed by Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest, Tottenham, and Newcastle to form the top 10. Chelsea do have another game tomorrow, and that's going to be an interesting game as well. But if you guys are watching and if you guys are Chelsea fans, let me know your thoughts on Jadon Sancho to Chelsea, a deal that was done on the final day of this particular transfer deadline. Jadon Sancho to Chelsea. How excited are you to see Jadon Sancho in Chelsea colors? There's obviously, different arguments that I hear from different Chelsea fans, where one fan base is, we are excited for Jadon Sancho. We want to see him play for Chelsea, and he could be someone who could replace Modric on the left side. I hear that as well on one side, and I also hear from even rival fans who say, Jadon Sancho will come good for you in the first half of the season. Second half, he just disappear. And once he's not part of Enzo Maresca's plan, he'll start showing attitude. And that's the comment that I've been hearing on Jadon Sancho from rival fans as well. So I'd like to hear your thoughts and your comments on this Jadon Sancho situation at Chelsea. We've got already a lot of quality up top on the pitch. So did we really want Jadon Sancho there? I'm not so sure about it. But on the same note, I'd like to show you guys something here, guys. This is what is happening at the Spanish league. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Barcelona with a 7-goal score against, I don't know who this opponent is. Who are they playing against? Hansi Flick after taking a 7-0 lead. Okay. Okay, they're playing their first game, in fact. Okay, who are they playing against? I couldn't make I couldn't make out from that logo. So if you guys know who the team is, let me know. Danny Olmo has scored. Rafinha has scored a hat trick, guys. Rafinha has scored a hat trick. Lewandowski as well had his own share of goal there. Robert Lewandowski. Age is just a number for this guy, isn't it? Final score is 7-0 for Barcelona. Barcelona gets a really good scoreline there. Rafinha has scored a hat trick. Lewandowski, 1 goal. Jules Koundé as well scores in the first half, extra time. Danny Olmo scores another goal towards the end of the game, followed by Ferran Torres finishing off the humiliating loss for the opponent from FC Barcelona. FC Barcelona doing what they do the best. They score like a machine. Bayer Leverkusen has picked up an early lead against Leipzig 37 minutes into the game, and there was a really good opening and a goal from Frimpong. Frimpong gets Bayer Leverkusen again, a lead against Leipzig, RB Leipzig. Okay, so I'm just going to check out what Twitter says about all of these that is happening in the transfer window and the game week. Manchester United bought Jadon Sancho for 73 million, while Chelsea got him on a loan with a 25 million obligation. Atletico Madrid paid a club record fee of 130 million for João Felix. Chelsea bought him for 46.3 million. Do you think this is a really good phase of business that they've got for? I mean, the price seems to be lower, but we also need to take into account the performance. I mean, when João Felix came about into the scene, he was really valid. He was really considered to be an exciting talent. He was called a magician at one point in Atletico Madrid. So what happened at that point in time? Obviously, the valuation went up, and he was looked at 113 million. So that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But the point at which Chelsea are buying them also needs to be taken into account. There was one failed loan season for João Felix with Chelsea, but the second time we've gone in and bought the player. So are we doing the right thing in terms of buying the player? And if so, 46.3 million. What do you think about the price tag? And 25 million for Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho, again, an exciting talent at Borussia Dortmund. He was a different player. And when he moved from Borussia Dortmund to Manchester United, there were obviously high expectations. So 73 million, that was still okay. That was still a good deal for Manchester United, because they knew that they were getting a really good player in Jadon Sancho. And I know how long they've been trying to scout and get this player into Premier League for Manchester United, to play for Manchester United. Manchester United scout has done a brilliant job with scouting Jadon Sancho and bringing him into the Manchester United team setup. But then that has not really turned out to be all right. I mean, Erik ten Hag is not favorable of Jadon Sancho playing in his 11, so he's not even preferring him in the squad. So yeah, there's been a fallout, at least that we understand, between Jadon Sancho and or that we are privy to from the looks of it. Jadon Sancho and Erik ten Hag, they're not able to find a common playing ground. So I mean, it's only right for Jadon Sancho to move to a different club. So now when we take Jadon Sancho, it's a different equation altogether, because now we're not taking Jadon Sancho as a top player, and that sort of an acquisition is not anymore the case. It's more of, okay, fine, we've got this money, we should be able to get this player for a lesser deal. He's obviously got some years left in him, football years left in him, and which means that we'll be able to buy. We'll be able to give him out as well with since I think he's close to 24, 25 years. So around 28, if we manage to sell him after 2 or 3 successful seasons, we'd still be able to recoup that money. So those are the thought processes that I think would have gone behind Chelsea deciding to buy a player like Jadon Sancho, and in fact with João Felix. And these are the players who come to your club for reduced wages, because Chelsea is not anymore playing that. Paying at that sort of high wages. I mean, it was not as enticing as it once was, where the clubs were giving. I mean, Chelsea was giving 350k per week, 300k per week. No, that's not the numbers that we're talking about at Chelsea right now. It's more around 80k a week, 100k a week, 120k a week. It's still a substantial amount of money, but then it's not once. It's not like once it was before. So the way that Chelsea are right now doing the deal with these young players is that they're providing them with consistency, they're providing them with stability. They're signing them on long-term deals. They get to be with the team for 6-7 years. They get to have a continuous salary for 6 to 7 years from the club under contract. So those are the enticing offers that Chelsea are going with, and it's not anymore the week-on-week wages for these players, which also means we will not be able to attract top class talents. Like that's probably the reason why we couldn't win that Osimhen battle, because had we agreed to pay 350 or 400k a week, that would have been a different conversation with Victor Osimhen. So Victor Osimhen, not to Chelsea's, also because of the wage structure that we right now have. But we're 47 minutes and 25 seconds into the game. West Ham United 1, Manchester City 2. The game is underway. The second half is underway. Fabianski at the goal for West Ham United, Van Bissaka, Mavropanos and Kilman at the back four. Rodriguez and Edson Alvarez at the CDM position for West Ham United. Jared Bowen, Lucas Paqueta and Mohamed Kudus on the front three, followed by Mikel Antonio at the center forward position. This is Grealish coming from that left flank, being very dangerous there. Jack Grealish. Grealish has been amazing in this game. They've got Thomas Souček in the back as well. I mean, he's right now on the bench. Do you think Souček should be coming in? Is there any specific reason why Souček has not started this game? If you guys know the reason, please put that on the comment section. We'll discuss more on that. But I feel Souček is someone who would be well suited on that back line and help the defense for West Ham United. A corner kick from Manchester City. Not a lot transpired from it, but yeah, a good corner nevertheless. Bernardo Silva with the header. Okay. Ooh. 49 minutes into the game. West Ham United 1, City 2. Good long ball in for Jeremy Doku. Doku on the right flank. He's becoming difficult to contain. That is Kevin De Bruyne to Kovacic, back to De Bruyne. Oh, sorry, Bernardo Silva tries to lay it off, find Jack Grealish, not able to. Guardiola, they still have the ball. This is Kovacic on that defensive area of the pitch. He's trying to find options. He's got Jeremy Doku on that right flank. Doku's been used quite often in this game. Towards after that 30 minutes, I think Doku's been used more. Kenji now to Jack Grealish. Grealish with the ball. Grealish running in forward. That is Kevin De Bruyne. Erling Haaland trying to find Lewis, not able to. Lewis still manages to win the ball. Did he win the ball? No, not yet. Good work there from West Ham defense. But they're not still able to hold on to the ball. That's been a challenge for them. So, which also means Man City are back for another attack. Kovacic to Lewis. Lewis misses the ball, but then that's a foul given on Antonio. And the game is not as interesting as it was in the first half. Or am I growing tired of Man City attacking always and there's nothing coming back? I don't know. Because I'd like to know your thoughts on what do you guys think about Enzo Maresca and the way he is playing with our squad. Really huge squad. This is Jack Grealish. He's got some options. Guardiola tries to put the ball in forward. Haaland comes in for the goal, not able to. Kudus trying to win the ball. He's muscled out. Jeremy Doku. Doku puts it back to Jared Bowen. Lewis is the only one back, and this is Kudus. Kudus is trying to shoot and shoot. Kudus is shoot. Kudus' shot has hit the bar, and West Ham has missed a wonderful chance on the counter. But that's nevertheless a really, really great opportunity, a really good work from Kudus. He did almost all things right. It was a 3-on-2. Lewis had no chance there. It was more on Kudus and Jared Bowen to combine. Bowen really combined nicely with Kudus there. And yeah, a bit unlucky on that touch before the shot, taking him wider. He had only one option, which is to shoot, and yeah, ended up going to the hitting the bar. Ended up hitting the bar, but yeah, that is Piqueta. West Ham on the attack. Lewis falls back. There's some exciting play from West Ham United. It's a goalkeeper kick. Guardiola with a really good defensive work. Oh, what a counter that was. Really launching it forward. Beautiful first touch from Kudus. Pushing Jeremy Doku on the way. Jared Bowen laying it off back to Kudus. And yeah, the first touch there back from Bowen was not that great. Bowen to Kudus and hit the top bar. No, side bar. And yeah, West Ham might find their balance back again. They now know that there is something at least that they can do from this game. If they go on an attack, if they go on a counter attack, they're going to wait to launch that counter. Should be able to do that counter attack. This is Jeremy Doku. Bernardo Silva. Back to Doku. Lewis. Kovacic. Lewis. Guardiola. Switching it on the left flank. Jack Grealish. Van Bissaka on him. Should they be content with that 2-1 scoreline, Man City, or they should be attacking and they should have another goal to just ensure that they don't come and surprise them towards the end, West Ham United, because they are a team who seem to be strong in counter. So counter attack could be a problem for Man City. This West Ham United. Jared Bowen gets the ball away from Guardiola. Guardiola actually loses position for Man City. Jared Bowen makes good use of it. He decides to put the ball behind and make sure West Ham United have the ball and then launch an attack. There it is. On the attack, West Ham United just has 2 defenders. They're committing a lot of people, a lot of players on the front. Erling Haaland looking dangerous. And Bissaka. Van Bissaka running in forward, trying to whip the ball in for Kudus. Not a lot of luck with that on the first play, but then they're able to get it back. This is Kudus. Paqueta, not a great job there. Was it Paqueta? Yeah, it's Paqueta. Not a great job there. Kenji. Bernardo Silva. Back to Kenji. Kenji. Erling Haaland. Good work there. Good work there from West Ham to win the ball again. Lucas Paqueta. Paqueta. Yeah. Don't ask me why I'm yawning. Probably because it's late in India. Van Bissaka. In forward, Kudus couldn't get to the end of it, but really good try from West Ham United. Now they've started being on the attack more. That's exciting to watch now because now there is game at least on either side of the pitch. It's not just always on one side of the pitch where West Ham United are always sitting back and defending. This time it's a lot better. They already have 2 or 3 deliveries into the box. There's been a few touches in the box from West Ham United on the Manchester City's D line, the 18-yard box. So yeah, things are happening there for West Ham United. They should just go with the flow, try to find some opportunity to attack against this hard Manchester City defense line. Lucas Paqueta. Good ball in forward for Jared Bowen to Anthony. Anthony was 2 steps late for that delivery. Jared Bowen trying to combine with Anthony. Paqueta. Kudus. Mohamed Kudus. Aaron Van Bissaka. Jared Bowen. Bowen on the attack. Anthony trying to shoot the ball, but then ends up getting a corner. Man City concede a corner here. Could this be the first corner for West Ham United? I don't remember them having an opportunity from the corner at all in this game, if I'm being very honest. 58 minutes in the game. Is this the first corner for West Ham United? Yeah, that is. Oh man, I'm getting it right. I'm getting it spot on with the mathematics today. Yeah, this is the first corner for West Ham United. Good delivery into the box. Not too much luck with it. Edison punches that out. A good shot from wide area from Rodriguez. Shot off target. What's Hansi Flick cooking at Barcelona, guys? 7-0. 7-0 seems to be the score line. Have Real Madrid found a real competition against Barcelona now? Let me know in the comment section. I'm hearing comments that the gameplay was really good for Hansi Flick. Apparently, Barcelona has managed to win 4 wins in 4 games under Hansi Flick. 13 goals scored in 4 games. Obviously, 7 out of those came in one game. In this game against Valladolid. What's happening here, guys? That's a foul on Jeremy Toku. Should he get an yellow card? Yeah, 60th minute, there's been an yellow card raised against Emerson. Wait, is this the Emerson that we sold? Yeah, I think he is. I think he's the Chelsea Emerson. Committing a foolish tackle like that. I would be surprised to hear from Chelsea. Jeremy Doku wins the foul for Man City. Jack Grealish. Kevin De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. Back to De Bruyne. Loses the ball. That is De Bruyne there. A brilliant ball in forward for Jared Bowen. That is Edison coming in with the swimming pool dive. What's he trying to do there, Edison? A pool dive from Edison. ESPN FC have consolidated some points as positives in Hansi Flick's game. He's been able to, bring in youngsters like Lamine Yamal into the fray, and he's been able to get results productive enough from them. Veterans like Rafinha and Lewandowski are rejuvenated under Hansi Flick. Seamless transition into the team for Dani Olmo, so that's a good thing. Dani Olmo scores in this game as well. 12 out of 12 points to start the season, so they start on a high note. Barcelona and Hansi Flick, former German coach. I mean, he's still Germany international coach. Top of La Liga. Okay, Barcelona are top of La Liga now. We can all celebrate the contributions that Hansi Flick brings to this team without denigrating the work that Xavi did to set it all up. It all started last season. Yeah, there's some Xavi supporters as well, obviously, and he's inherited a lot of those players now. So yeah, it makes sense. What do you guys think about Disasi and Buddy Shield, guys? Let me know on the comment section. Do we still need them on the team? Obviously, they will be on the team now that the transfer window is closed. But what's your thoughts on that? Oh, it's a good shot from Bernardo Silva straight to the goalkeeper. Not a lot of power on it, so it was easy for Areola. The attack was once again launched from Jack Grealish on that left flank. Extremely dangerous looking Jack Grealish out there, putting it directly to Bernardo Silva, who was not able to get enough power on that. On the other note, Grimaldo doubles the lead for Bayer Leverkusen against Leipzig. Bayer 2, Leipzig 0. 44 minutes into the game. That's another goal that is coming in. Bayer Leverkusen against RB Leipzig. They are leading, guys. They are leading. Timo Werner apparently has moved to Tottenham on a loan move. So, yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts on how Timo is doing as well. I've not noticed him in Tottenham game because first thing is I don't follow Tottenham's game as close as a lot of Spurs fan. But, if you guys have noticed him play there, let me know. Let me know how he's playing out there with the Spurs. Dank Hazard says, bro, try Hindi commentary. Hello, bro. I believe you're from India, and I am from India as well, but I don't speak Hindi that well. In fact, I don't even speak Hindi. So I'm not from a Hindi-speaking state in India. So, you might have to put up with my English, though not the greatest of one, but that's the reason why I'm not doing a Hindi commentary. Unlike Almighty Blues or Drug Baba, wonderful Chelsea content creators, a couple of them that I've worked with during the early days, like with Almighty Blue, there's a lot of good collaborations. So yeah, he does Hindi as well as English, I believe, and he also does for cricket, if I'm not getting it wrong. A wonderful content creator, wonderful personality as well. But yeah, whenever I go on his channel as well, I say the same thing. I mean, he sometimes asks me if I can do a Hindi commentary. I'm like, I don't know Hindi, buddy. So that's the reason why I'm not doing a Hindi commentary. Otherwise, we could. Victor Osimhen has been excluded by Napoli's Serie A squad list, and also number 9 will no longer be on his shirt. Napoli have decided to give number 9 to Romelu Lukaku with immediate effect. Obviously, he. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dank Hazard. It's a great wish there from Dank Hazard. Keep up the good work, bro. Yeah, please support the channel. Leave your like as well. It'll really help us grow in the channel. And I'd like to really know what is that. What is the name behind Dank Hazard? I know what Hazard means. I mean, at least in Chelsea language. What is Dank Hazard? What does it mean? Would love to know that. Jared Bowen trying to move the ball in forward for Antonio. Not a really good. I mean, no luck with that. West Ham United 1, Manchester City 2, 66 minute 49 seconds into the game. Man City still hold the lead. Just trying. Kevin De Bruyne has started shooting on sight now. I mean, I'm not sure he's got the energy right now left to go in and combine. So he's just started shooting from outside the box. Okay, this is the first substitution coming in. Gundogan comes in for Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku has had a wonderful first and second half. Not a lot in terms of productivity that could be measured, but Jeremy Doku's work in this game is done, and he is now replaced by former treble-winning captain for Manchester City, Gundogan. AK Gundogan is in, guys. 67 minute 49 second. AK Gundogan is in. Former Borussia Dortmund player. Former Manchester City player. Recently Barcelona player. And now once again a Manchester City player. AK Gundogan. Kevin De Bruyne, a wonderful ball in forward for Ruben Diaz. Couldn't meet him at the end of it, but what a delivery that was from Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne to Jack Grealish, a couple of touches there. De Bruyne lays it off back to Ruben Diaz inside the box. He was not in the right position to get it. But there you go. Man City once again wins the ball after a West Ham counter-attacking possibility came about. 147 minutes into the stream, guys, and it's just been me talking all the while and you guys listening. I know it could be a monologue here, but then if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. I've been talking to you guys for 1 hour and 47 minutes. Fly me, man. I mean, yeah, that's a bit long and extensive for someone like me who's not used to talking so much. Yeah, who am I kidding? I do talk a lot. West Ham United 1, Man City 2. This is a potential of a double substitution for West Ham United. I think Kufal and Suchek are warming up in the bench. Both of them are. I mean, for me, they should have both started this game. I don't have any clue as to why they have not started. There you go. And Bissaka on the wider area of the pitch on the right flank. Lucas Paqueta. Kudus. Kudus trying to get the cross in, but well defended from Lewis. I think Lewis is starting to get regular match time again and under Pep Guardiola. I think until Rodri comes in, Lewis is going to be the one who will have to hold the mantle. There you go. Emerson comes out. I think he's had a good half. Emerson tried his best. No doubt in that. Emerson goes out. Antonio goes out. And Kufal and Suchek. No, it's not Suchek. Kufal and Fulberg. Oh my goodness. It's a German name, I believe. Not completely English, that much I know. Yeah, a corner kick going for a waste there. We are pleased to announce Amanda Broya has joined the club on a season-long loan with an option to make the move permanent next summer. Everton has announced uh, Amanda Broya's loan signing. I mean, honestly, Emerson was good for us. I shouldn't have said he was bad for us. I mean, I think what I said was, I don't remember what I said. Yeah, I discredited him for the foul that he committed there against Jeremy Doku, but he was good for us. If I'm being honest. So, yeah, my bad and apologies, Emerson. You've been all but good for Chelsea Football Club, Emerson. We need to start having a serious conversation about this Odegaard brother. He's been horrendous, says Maud. Okay. Okay. 72 minutes into the stream or into the match, West Ham United won, Man City 2. Oh, wonderful comment there from Bernardo Silva. Says, I don't do gym. That's for the guys who don't know how to play with their feet. Funny guy. Jadon Sancho became Chelsea's 12th signing this summer last night. Despite all those signings, did they miss out on Victor Osimhen? It's a question that's from Sky Sports. What do you guys think about that? Jadon Sancho to Chelsea Football Club. So both of them, apparently, this is from Tom Overend, Joao Felix and Jadon Sancho have shown their interest joining Chelsea Football Club and proving what they are made of and what their potential is by lowering their wages. I mean, they've got elite mentality. They were on huge salaries, be it Barcelona and Manchester United for Joao Felix and Jadon Sancho respectively, but they've lowered their salaries. They have a point to prove, similar to how Raheem Sterling has something to prove, by joining Arsenal against Chelsea Football Club. I mean, mate, you don't have to prove us anything. You are a top player. It's just that our wage bill doesn't suit you. And yeah, there have been instances where you've not been clinical enough in front of the goal, but that doesn't make you a bad player. Come on, you are who you are. You are a great player. You've been a great servant of the game, and you are a proven player. So yeah, you don't have to prove anything to us. Especially, don't please prove us against Arsenal when we are against you, and please don't score against us. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if he will score against us, if I'm being honest. He's got potential and all that, but yeah. Chelsea defenders might know how to deal with him. I'm hoping. Man can only hope. And football. Fabrizio Hawkins says, unless Saudi club make a huge bid for Osimhen before Monday, he will stay in Napoli this season. Victor Osimhen to Chelsea, deal off. Okay, anyways, so he's moved to Chelsea now, so it's a late news there. Apparently, the vibes were immaculate at Aston Villa, it seems. After the win there, Al Hilal have also signed Marcus Leandro Agreement done with Benfica for 40 million euros. The bid is accepted. Marcus will fly tomorrow to Paris for medical tests. 5 million net salary plus add-ons ready for Brazilian striker. Raheem Sterling finishes the season-long loan move to Arsenal. Wait, where is Chalaba going? Has he gone anywhere? Yeah, he's gone on loan apparently. Trevor Chalaba. Yeah, I don't really feel good about sending Chalaba out. Really is a good servant of the game. Chelsea could have a really good kid um, to play for us. We shouldn't have let him go on alone. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't suit the Chelsea system under Enzo Maresca. West Ham on the attack. Kudus switches play to Jared Bowen, tries to attack in the front. No luck with that. City win back the ball and possession. 78 minutes into the game, Man City 2, West Ham United 1. Oh my goodness. This is amazing game there that is going on between Bayer Leverkusen and Leipzig. 56 minutes into the game. I think it's an end-to-end game against both these players, Bayer Leverkusen and Leipzig. 2-2. Bayer Leverkusen 2. RB Leipzig 2. Openda with the equalizer. It's a good goal as well. Very difficult to score from that wider area of the pitch. Meanwhile, we had a shot going off target. Anyways, let's move forward. Turan. Oh, guys, did you watch the Zlatan Ibrahimovic's Champions League video? That was amazing. I like the storyline. It really was an amazing storyline. It was well scripted, and Zlatan being his usual Zlatan, really, really good video. Barcelona apparently have been going through a lot. I think the 7-0 would help them. Anthony running in forward. No luck there. 80 minutes into the game. Bernardo Silva. Who's this bloke? All right, Kevin De Bruyne. Why do they have Kevin De Bruyne play the entire 90? I mean, West Ham United, you're already leading. Just sub him off and get someone else in. They might have to conserve him for the rest of the season. They really have to. Kenji, not a Silva. Uh, Kevin De Bruyne tried to put the ball in forward. No luck with that. Enzo Maresca, Malo Gusto, and Pedro Neto, they both are going to be okay for Crystal Palace. Oh, wow, that's a good sign. That's a good news. So for tomorrow's game against Crystal Palace, Enzo Maresca says that Malo Gusto and Pedro Neto, both of them would be all right to play the game. I think after that, in September, we have 5 games, guys. We have 5 games. Let me put that on the screen for you guys to comment on it. Yeah, those are the 5 games that we have in the month of September. Yeah, City back at possession. Chelsea on September 1st, that is tomorrow, they play against Crystal Palace. We'll be here doing the live watch along, so watch out for that, guys. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. And we also have AFC Bournemouth versus Chelsea after 13, 14 days, actually. I think that's because of the international break that comes in between. But that's against Bournemouth, another Premier League game. And we also have a Carabao Cup game that we need to play against. Is that West Brom Albion? I'm reading the symbol right. It should be West Brom Albion. What logo is that? Okay. I don't know how the Zoom thing works in Twitter. Anyways, it zooms out and it zooms in. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Erling Haaland scores another goal, and that's a hat trick for the man himself. Erling Haaland 3, West Ham United 1. Basically, Man City 3, West Ham United 1. Haaland is just becoming unstoppable. His second hat trick already for the season, boys. His second hat trick already for the season. You beauty, Erling Haaland. There is absolutely no way they are doing this. Erling Haaland, man. I don't know what else to say. I mean, this look, it's just brilliant. Good ball from Guardiola as well in forward. And Haaland timed his run to perfection. Or did he? We'll have to wait for that. But what a ball in forward, and then Haaland does what he does the best. Scores the ball, puts the ball on the back of the net. Ariola. I mean, should I say Ariola had any chance there? I mean, it's Erling Haaland. You don't know where he's going to shoot, and it's going to be pretty quick. Possible offside. Yeah, he's not offside. He's onside. Erling Haaland gets his hat trick, boys. I think he's got his second hat trick. It's just ridiculous. We play away against West Ham United this season, this month, September 21st. The way that West Ham are playing this particular game, I think we should be able to get a win against them. Don't get me wrong, they're still a very strong team. It's just that I think we have more attacking players on the pitch, and I think we could do some real goal scoring work there. Jared Bowen comes out. It's been replaced by Somerville or Somerville. Jared Bowen comes out and Somerville comes in. He's built different, boy. He's built different, Erling Haaland. It's just a goal machine. Good fallback from West Ham United there. They didn't have enough options, Man City, so they had to put the ball behind, get the defense work. Kovacic. Yeah, Guardiola seems injured. I think he's all right. Maybe shouldn't have stopped the ball there. The substitutes there. Kyle Walker comes in. Wait, did Pep just kiss Kevin De Bruyne? Oh man, oh man. All right, Chelsea play against Brighton and all. Brighton, I don't know. Albion. Anyways, it's Brighton basically. Chelsea against Brighton on September 28th. Hababolian, or is that even a word? Hababolian. I don't know what that means, but or am I even pronouncing it right? Brighton and Hove Albion. Brighton and Hove Albion. Okay. We usually call them Brighton, so yeah, the full name seems to be a challenge. Kyle Walker, first touch on the ball. 87 minutes, and you see Kyle Walker coming in. You realize how strong this squad is. Oh, what a game this is turning out to be for Erling Haaland. Another hat trick, and he seems like someone who's not even switched on to his second or third gear. He seems to be still on his first gear, man. That's the scariest part. That really is the scariest part. Dude, this guy is just brilliant personality. He knows exactly where to position himself to get the goal for himself. Really good. West Ham trying to be more physical than the rest of the 3 minutes that they left with. Bernardo Silva with a wonderful assist against Erling Haaland. The first goal. Second goal, it was Lewis with an assist for Erling Haaland. Third goal, I don't even know who that guy is. I think he came in as a substitute. But yeah, wonderful assist. That one as well for Erling Haaland. He could be potentially offside there, Lewis. The referee lets them play on. Good save from Ariola there. Is that Alfonso Ariola, former Fulham goalkeeper? I think so. Ninety minutes into the game, 5 added minutes, guys. 5 added minutes. Foul given against Man City here. Lucas Paqueta tries to take the free kick quickly. I don't know who he was trying to pass. There's no one running in the front. In the front. Did you see that? Ciao, Felix. Hitting top bins there at the training. Reece Nelson has joined Fulham from Arsenal. Where is this guy, Gabriel Jesus? VJ, bro, I wish I could join. This is Blue Clouds Media talking Mizion, but out of the house with family. That is why I couldn't stream today. No problem, brother. Tomorrow we'll potentially stream for the Chelsea match, and yes, of course, the Chelsea match tomorrow is going to be exciting. Take care, lots of love. Just carry on with your with your plans with your family today, and yeah, we'll talk tomorrow. All good, buddy. All good. Hat trick for Cassie. Cassie with the hat trick. Okay. Rafinha got a hat trick today, so that's interesting. He says, Zion says, also watching the game on my cell phone and won't let me watch you and watch the game at the same time. That's amazing, brother. That's amazing. That's some really good commitment there from Zion. He's with this family, he's still watching the game, following the game. West Ham United versus Manchester City. I mean, in one form, this is also an interesting game in a lot of other areas. Like we are going to play West Ham in this month of September against. So we play on September 21st against West Ham United. So watching this game would give us a bit of a picture as to how they have decided to play the season, what is going to be their attacking formation and all of that. I mean, it's just going to be an interesting watch for us as Chelsea fans. On the other hand, one thing that I noticed is that Kufal and Suchek did not play the entire match this time. I mean, if they are not injured, have they fallen out of favors? That's another interesting debate to be had when it comes to West Ham United, because they seem very regular for West Ham, and they form their back line. It's very surprising that they are not playing against a top team like Man City. It's a top team like Man City. Kovacic losing the ball there. Lucas Paqueta trying to launch a counter attack. This is Antonio. Oh, Walker. Did he pull his hammy there? Walker could have potentially pulled his hammy. We'll have to check if it is nothing serious there for Kyle Walker. Mohamed Kudus trying to take a shot. Nothing transpiring out of this. This is Antonio. He could be offside there. Number 28. I don't know who that is, but number 28 is seemingly offside. But Gundogan trying to launch a counter attack with Erling Haaland. This is 2 versus 4. Erling Haaland still coming out on top. Erling Haaland, this is Erling Haaland tries to shoot. I think he's lost his footing there a bit, but did an excellent work on target. Goalkeeper still couldn't get the ball completely. He couldn't catch the ball. Oh, this is number 7 for West Ham United. Oh, this is potentially a good opportunity. Oh, beautiful save there, buddy. Beautiful save there from Ederson. Somerville shot. That is brilliant save from Ederson and kept West Ham United at the bay. I think that would be the final play of the match. But yeah, that was a bit end to end there. Erling Haaland tried there on the other side, and Somerville tried in this side. Both of it, excellent work from the goalkeepers, kept at bay. But there you go. The final whistle is blown. Manchester City take this win in the London Stadium against West Ham United. West Ham United 1, Manchester City 3. Guys, there you go. The result is here. And we are 2 hours and 14 minutes into the stream, and we've noticed the result. Erling Haaland gets another hat trick. He's got how many hat tricks now? He's got 2 hat tricks already. this season. And it's not even been 3 games. Yeah, it's just 3 games now. He's got 2 hat-tricks in them. This man is just brilliant. Erling Haaland has 7 goals to his name, and the second placed Imbo, including today's game, has scored 3 goals from Brentford. Interestingly, there is one striker that is on the top list, Noni Madueke from Chelsea. We don't see a lot of strikers having their name on the top scorer list from Chelsea, usually in the recent times, but in recent years. But yeah, that is where it is. Erling Haaland wins it against West Ham United for Manchester City. The final score line is Man City 3, West Ham United 1. Or should I say, West Ham United 1, Manchester City 3. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this game along with me. He's got the match ball, Erling Haaland, but what more can you expect than from someone who's just got a hat trick? Pep Guardiola is really happy. They picked up a crucial 3-point here, while at the same time Arsenal have dropped a couple of points in today's game against Brighton. So that leaves the table wide open. At least the second and third spot, Brighton and Arsenal, along with Liverpool, would be fighting for that second spot. Liverpool have one match in hand, and they'll be playing tomorrow. So yeah, interesting day of football all around. It was really amazing to be back on stream. That too, doing a stream for a different match other than Chelsea. So I really like the stream, and the final score at this point in time, at least before leaving, I should get the scores right. So it's Manchester City 3, West Ham United 1. All right, talk to you guys later. If you've not liked the stream yet, do us a favor and like the stream, because we've been doing some hard work for 2 hours and 17 minutes straight up, and yeah, I got some back pain as well now, but yeah, let me go get some rest. But I suggest you guys do, and let's be refreshed, rejuvenated, and come tomorrow for a Chelsea match against who are they playing against? Crystal Palace. Yeah, Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys and meet you guys tomorrow. Until that, this is VJ signing off.